Hi there guys, welcome back to another unboxing. My name is Joshy McRage, and today, as you've seen in the title, I've got the next part of my PC finally. It's taken a while, I know it's taken a while, but I mean, I've got other expenses, I've got other things I need to do. It's hard, it really is hard, but I'm trying my hardest. But either way, I have got, and I've already taken out the plastic, but it is brand new. I haven't even opened it. I don't even know if everything's inside of it. But I have got the Corsair RM850X. Look at that, seriously. Sorry about the shine, it's actually from my phone. I don't know if that, does that help? Does that help? I don't know what helps. Oh, I don't know what helps. Sorry about the shine. Either way, there it is. Yes, look at that, look at it. So I'm going to give you a quick unboxing. For those of you who are new to this channel, first of all, welcome. But I just want to say, this channel is a gaming and, you know, unboxings, like gaming related unboxings and stuff, unboxings. So I just don't want you to think that this is a very technical channel. In honesty, I'm giving you like an unboxing review from someone like you. Basically, I'm giving you a review from someone like you. So someone who is thinking of building their PC, who wants to build their PC, but you just want to know a bit more information and you want to know how it looks like, how it is, whatever else. So without further ado, let's get this box open and let me show you what's inside. Okay, so in there is the actual box. This is literally just design. On the actual cover, obviously, you got the color of the picture of the power supply, or PSU. Is it PSU or PCU? You know what I mean. PSU. And then you've got, like, you know, different like the frequency graphs and stuff like that with temperature, what's in the box, everything else. But I'm going to show you what's in the box, actually. Give me a second. Okay then. Slip this open. Where are we? Okay, you got the Corsair logo on there. Flip it all the way open. Okay, so you have your, this is, I assume, what is this? Oh, this is just basically telling you what everything is. So you got all like the list of your cables and everything else in there. This is, I assume, this is the warranty information, warranty guide, and just random shit that you always get in like electrical stuff, really. Let me put this a bit further back. Maybe that'll help. Maybe it doesn't. Helps slightly. Anyway, sorry about that, guys. I will get proper lighting soon. So obviously I'm in the UK, so I have got the UK plug. I don't know how long the lead is. Let me actually check. I think it's 1.5 meters, but so far it's looking pretty good. The packaging looks pretty solid. Okay, first of all, alright, a decent sized cable. It's like 1.5 meters. I think it's 1.5. First of all, this cable, I know it's just a cable, don't get me wrong, I know it's just a cable, but this thing is chunky. It feels nice. It feels like you haven't bought a cheap product, and that's kind of what you want it to feel like, you know. Then you've got the, you know, don't forget, don't eat it. So then you've got a pouch, a very nice pouch actually. Even has the branding on it. Where's the branding? Even has the branding on it, so it's not like they just bought a random pouch. It's all packaged quite nicely. Anyway, you've got a pouch here, not a random one. Open it up, and here's all your cables. Nice braided cables right there. One thing I do have to, so a couple things I have to say actually. First of all, it's kind of nice that they have a pouch. I say it's nice because this is a fully modular power supply. I'll go a little more into what that means and stuff for the people that don't really know. But this is a fully modular power supply. So this is actually pretty good. Like, you have a pouch, so you know, if you add more components to your computer, to your build, you could just go to your pouch. There it is. So you've got your CPU cable, you've got your, what is this? This is a SATA cable. I think it comes with 6. I'm actually going to read it off the box so I know the quantity. So it comes with 180X cable. Wait, let's find the ATX cable. Where's the ATX cable? It comes with one ATX cable, which is this one here. Alright, one ATX cable. Then you've got 2 of these ones, which is the CPU cable, which is, you know, for your, it plugs into the motherboard as well, and it's the one that that powers your processor. Then you've got 6, I believe. No, you have 10. So I think it's actually split into 2 wires, like split into like 2 for 2 wires and stuff like that. So this is basically what powers your your hard drives and stuff, your SSDs and your hard disk drives. Then you have what is oh yeah, so this is the they call it I call it Molex. I believe it's called Molex. It's actually a peripheral cable, but it is, I think you could also call it a Molex cable, which is this one here, Molex cable. Then you have, sorry, I know this is really rough, but I just kind of want to, like, you know, but yeah, then you have your floppy disk Molex cable, your floppy disk, like, if someone still uses floppy disks. This is PCIe cables. I think it comes with like 6 of these or something. Yeah, it comes with 6 of them, bloody hell. So the PCIe cables, the whole point of this actually plugs into your graphics card. Oh, sorry. This plugs into your graphics card, and it just powers your graphics card basically, and other things that you might put into that long slots in your motherboard, and that's pretty much it. It's just repeats of those wires. So first things first, I'm gonna take the biggest one so I could show you. Now there's a lot of brands that do I'm just going to talk about the wires really quickly and I'll show you the rest of it, but there's a lot of brands that do, for example, shielded, like braided wires, if you see it there. But what those brands also do, which this one doesn't, which Corsair doesn't, and if you get the cheaper versions maybe they do it as well, but in the more expensive version, the RM series, what it does is that they actually have it so it's black all the way up to the top. Now, if you want to keep it with black for your build, so that's actually pretty wicked. Like, I like the fact that it's black, like all the way up to the actual, you know, all the way up to the actual part that plugs into your PC. I think that's pretty cool. So yeah, I'm really happy with that. In honesty, I'm really happy with that. Anyway, and then let's get on to the main thing. By the way, the packaging is really nice. It's got like nice foam in there. So you always know that when a product is good when the packaging is really good. Anyway, and here's the main thing. First of all, again, it comes in its own pouch. This is like a velvety sort of thing. Just, you could zip it up. I mean, that's, I guess, in case, you know, if you want to carry it somewhere. I don't know why you'd have this. I just think it's nice that you have it. But the main thing is, like, I mean, I guess for people who have loads of computers, and maybe for people who do reviews and stuff like that, like you know, people that like Linus Tech Tips, for example, just to name one, a very big one. You know, people like that, I guess they could benefit from something like this. But here's the main thing: the Corsair RM850X. Beautiful. Look at that. Look, and let me try and get it without that. There we go. Look at that. This is just wicked. Like, you've got, obviously that's where your plug goes in, and there's where all your cables go in, and you've got a massive fan right there. This is wicked. I know it's just a power supply, but your power supply is so important. It's important literally just because without it your computer can't run, and if your power supply is faulty, if it's all this, that and the other, you're just gonna have a hard time. What's the point? You might as well just get quality. One of the main things I want to talk about, so modular, what's the whole point of a modular system? The whole point of it is quite literally so you don't have to have all the cables plugged in. It makes the build of your computer so much cleaner. Like if you get the cheaper versions, which is the non-modular ones, it will pretty much come out of a hole there, like that, and all the cables come out. All the cables I just listed out will come out of that hole there. And you know, you're not gonna usually see the power supply. You're not really gonna see it, but at the same time, I mean, some cases have like both sides are glass. My one isn't. My side, only one side is glass, the other side is black, so I don't really have that problem. But some cases both sides are glass and you can see into the back side of the case. And if that's the case, no pun intended, if that's the case I'm dying, that's what you get for a shit joke. Then it means that you have loads and loads and loads of wires, like just there. You kind of have to maybe put a zip tie around it and whatever. Speaking of zip ties, by the way, it does come with zip ties in case you need them, and it comes with screws to mount it to your. I'll talk about what's in this pouch really quick in a second. But yeah, anyway, so it's cool to have it like this, and also it means that you can actually get braided wires, like as in different colors. So I'm going to get eventually a blue extension kit, which is just basically the 4 main cables, which is the power supply, the CPU cable, and the PCIe cables. I'm just going to get extenders for those because you're not going to see the rest of the cables, so I'm not that bothered to really get all the rest of them. But yeah, so that's why you get a fully modular one. Just to quickly tell you what's in here, sorry I didn't actually see it, I can't lie to you. But you've got zip ties in here, it's always good. It's like small, thin ones. There you go. You've got some screws to mount it, to mount the actual board, and then you've actually got, this is pretty cool. I mean, I probably wouldn't put this on, but it's cool to have it. It's basically like, it's one of those hard badges that you see on like some builds and stuff. When a company builds it, they might put their badge, my phone just went off, they might put their badge on, like, you know, on the case itself, and that's pretty cool. So yeah, that's pretty cool. So that's pretty cool if you want to have that, to be honest with you. So yeah, so just a few things, like, just from, again, from a non-professional point of view, into professional being like an actual techie professional person, from someone like that, I want to give just a bit of advice to the people who want to start building a computer. First of all, do it. Please do your computer. Please build your computer. You'll have so much fun doing it. It's so rewarding because it's your baby. Like, I could get a case that you've never seen before in like that you can't buy in Britain, for example, and then add a motherboard that's, like, you know, insane, and then add this and then add that and then add this and add that. If you get it from a company, although it's like, if you get it built by a company, although there's a lot of choice, it's not, it's you know, it's limited by what they have in stock. Like, if you go to PC Builder, not PC Builder, PC Specialist, for example, Cyber Power, they're good companies, don't get me wrong, I'm not saying they're not good companies, they really are good companies, but again, you're limited by what you want, and some places didn't have this case that I wanted, some places didn't have the motherboard I wanted, so instead of mixing and matching, instead of like going through the hassle of building it, of getting it built, sent to me, then changing the parts, I just thought, why not just build it myself? On top of that, some people do also weld, for example, their processor to the motherboard, and like, for example, Apple does it, just saying. They've welded their processor to the motherboard, so if you wanted to upgrade your processor, you can't. You have to upgrade the whole thing, so what's the point, you know? That's that, and then also it's a little bit cheaper. Like, usually companies will mark up the price a little bit just to make it, you know, to cover labor, you know, to pay for people's time, which is fine. I agree with that. I mean, someone's spending a couple hours to build your computer and then make sure it's working and send it out to you and put all the operating system on it. So, in all honesty, I think it's kind of fair that they do charge a little bit extra, but why not just save the money and just do it yourself? Why not, you know? So that's kind of it. Like, I know this is like a rough guide. I know I'm not like the most, you know, techie sort of person in the world, but I'm so glad I've got this. I'm gonna probably start sorting through the wires and seeing what I want and seeing what I don't want and all that rubbish. Oh, and another thing for you guys who are not very tech savvy, or for you guys that don't know much about video computers, make sure you always check what wattage you need. Is that the right way up? So I've got the 850 one. I chose the 850 wattage because I did actually go to loads of different websites. You can actually, I think the best one for me personally was the MSI website. I will link it down in the description below. On MSI's website, you can actually go through the components you want, go through like what you're going to plug into it on a day-to-day basis. For example, your keyboard, mouse, then you might plug in your webcam, you might plug in an IO box, which is what I would do. You know, stuff like that. You could go through all of that, and then they'll actually give you a very accurate estimate, I guess you could say, but I guess it's still an estimate, but they'll give you a fairly accurate and educated guess as to how much you need, how much wattage you need. I got quite a bit over the wattage that I wanted, because I do intend to like, you know, have this like this and then build up, like add more parts in the future, and you know, there might be graphics cards that demand more wattage and more power and whatnot, so I just kind of future-proof myself. But you know, I'd say always stick within what you need, and probably if you have a plan for the future, future-proof yourself. And the last thing I want to say about this power supply is, of course, it comes with a 10-year warranty. So I have heard, I've never really bought a Corsair product until right now, but I have heard they're pretty good with their warranties. So if this breaks, if this starts to slow down, if this starts to spark up, whatever it is, you could actually just show them the proof of purchase and they'll send you out a new one, no questions asked. Well, they will ask questions, but you know what I mean. So that's pretty much it. It's my next part of my build. I'm not going to do every single part as I said, but I will do the main parts. So the next one hopefully will be the motherboard, then RAM and PS and the PCU, and then not PCU, yeah, the PCU, and then it'll be up and running finally. So hopefully that'll be soon. But again, don't forget to like and subscribe, especially if you're new. I can't wait to plug this in and make sure it's working and everything else. I just can't wait. Honestly, I can't wait. But thank you so much. Thank you for watching, and please don't forget to like and subscribe. Follow me on social media, Twitter, Instagram, everything. Follow me. And don't forget, Monday the 5th, this video will be up before then, so Monday the 5th, I will be doing my weekly vlogs and gaming news. So please don't forget to tune in. It'll help me out a lot. My name is Joshy McRage. I will see you, if not before then, I will see you on Monday. Peace out.